Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the start of my E3 2016 coverage. We got early coverage today. Everybody was doing a predictions video of E3, and with all the leaks this year and a lot of stuff that we know about, I actually wanted to do something a little different. On the Mary and J Wait, we always like to do, the opposite of what everybody else is doing. So this is actually stuff that I'm looking forward to at E3, whether it was announced yet or whether it wasn't announced and it's a prediction. There's so much that I'm looking forward to this year at E3. I think this is going to be a really good E3. I'm hoping. It should be from what we've been hearing. And again, who knows what else. But based on what we know, Watch Dogs 2, there's actually going to be a premiere today. I'll be watching that. I'll be covering it on Twitter. During the week of E3, I'm going to have extensive coverage, as I do every year from the beginning of YouTube, doing it before anybody else. I've always covered E3, even before it was a thing. I'm always excited. I'm always hyped. I take my notes. I do my homework. I construct the press conference reactions. I'm going to be doing that this year a little differently. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to recap the press conferences. We're going to be having a best of show at the end and who I think won E3, why I think that, what was my favorite thing shown. We're going to be doing that. I'm going to be talking about the Watch Dogs premiere. I'm going to be talking about what Bungie has to show off for the next Destiny DLC, which we know is called, or we think is called, Rise of Iron. A lot of predictions. Whatever hardware they show off, whatever new PlayStation VR stuff they show off, looking forward to that. Hopefully more titles coming. I did pre-order the bundle, the headset. I'm getting it in October. So it's going to be a good E3, and I'm going to be covering it extensively. As you can see, I got graphics. I got graphics and banners that subscribers and viewers sent me. I've been working on my own. It's going to be really cool. But this is just a thing that I'm doing right now. I had some spare time. What I'm pumped about. So I will be doing a little bit differently this year. I used to actually word for word write down on multiple pieces of paper everything pretty much that was said in the press conferences, because I know you guys don't watch. Some of you guys that don't have the time, you can come to me and you can get the quick, synopsis of what happened, what I missed, what's the good stuff. I'm going to actually do that this year as of saying it for verbatim. It takes too long. I'm just going to do the highlights, what was important, what was said in the press conference that you guys would like to know about. Because I used to do it where, so-and-so's walking out, they're walking down the aisle, they're walking on stage, the screen's coming on, blah, 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 the crowd goes nuts. I'm gonna pretty much just do the highlights this year, because I have a lot that I'm doing. Aside from graphic design, photography, my mother's new business, which is Designs by Nancy, gratuitous plug there. And there's a lot going on. I'm doing a lot of game coverage. I got my WWE Sims are coming back. I'm returning a lot of old series. I'm starting new series. I got tons of gameplay and playthroughs that I'm in the works recording. And of course, watching these press conferences. And it's so many notes and so long. So it's going to be easier for you guys to watch. It's going to be easier to keep up with. You watch my reactions. You'll know the most important stuff. I'll leave the small stuff out. If you want to watch all that other stuff, it's there for you. I'm going to talk about the big stuff and the big highlights. So that's how I'm covering E3 this year. All right? It's going to be better, believe me. It's going to not waste a lot of time with small things and silly trailers. It's going to get down to the good stuff that you guys care about. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take notes and everything like I always do, but then I'm going to refine it and fine-tune it. And this way the videos will be smaller. There'll be more information in them, better information, and it'll cut out all the other stuff, okay? That's what we're doing. You definitely it would behoove you to follow me on Twitter. It would behoove you, because I'm going to be very vocal. My Twitter's going to be crazy these next few days. Everybody that knows me, that follows me, knows that on my Twitter, I am very vocal about press conferences. Even though I'm going to be making these videos for YouTube, on Twitter, I talk by the second. I watch them in one corner of the screen, and I got my big 27-inch Retina iMac. On the other side of the screen, I have my Twitter, and I do, my reactions as I'm watching E3. So you guys would definitely get the full coverage on Twitter, and then it'll be refined in YouTube. So, like I said, it would definitely behoove you to follow me on Twitter. All right? Now, let's talk about what I'm looking forward to at E3. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of Watch Dogs 2. I want to definitely, hopefully Ed Boon is there, and hopefully, as we know, the official trailer came out today. Injustice Gods Among Us 2. I love that game. I love fighting games. I'm looking forward to that. I definitely hope to see. I see at the end of the trailer it says 2017. Ugh. I thought maybe we might get it this year. Wishful thinking. It'll be worth it. The first one was fantastic. I'm interested to see how they do DLC and what characters are going to be added to the game. What comes straight, in it, in the vanilla copy of the game. I guess we'll see. Like I said, I'm looking forward to that. And believe it or not, and I tweeted this out. And is it silly of me to have one of my most anticipated games of E3 a remaster of an older game? I don't think so. When you find out what it is, it's Skyrim. Bethesda's been hinting about a Skyrim remaster. Stuff's been floating around the internet, I guess. I hope that's true. Out of all the remasters that have come out on this generation of consoles, Skyrim would make the most sense. I would actually go back, play it differently than I did, different character build, and I would actually record it for YouTube. As you know, every time we hit a milestone, whether it's a subscriber count or a viewer count or a video count, I always go back to Skyrim as my special edition video to celebrate. Whether we hit, like 100 subscribers, 200 subscribers, 1,000 videos, 2,000 videos, I go back to Skyrim. So it would make sense for me to go back and cover the remastered version. There's two remasters that I could not wait for. One is Skyrim and one is BioShock Collection. So hopefully we'll get both of those at E3. But it looks like Skyrim is possible. Who knows? Maybe even Oblivion. But I would like a new Elder Scrolls to be announced as well. I think what they should do is they should announce that a new Elder Scrolls is coming next year, but have Skyrim come out this year as a holdover. Pretty good. The Evil Within 2 is coming out. Hopefully we'll see footage of that. Titanfall 2, Dead Rising 4. Hopefully some more of Mass Effect Andromeda. I would love to see more of that. There's a lot of things. And my number one game that I'm looking forward to, number one, is The Last Guardian. I want to sit and see a good stage demo, So, hopefully, we get to see The Last Guardian, a release date. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's my game. My most anticipated game, definitely. And then you have your regulars, like your Call of Duties, We haven't really seen anything from that, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Hopefully a lot of footage of Battlefield 1. The whole World War I thing that's got me real interested. Man, I hope some surprises come out of nowhere. I'm sure we're going to get them. And I'm not talking about like hardware or like Neo or Xbox Slim or Xbox 4K or whatever. I'm talking video games. I want to see, here's what gets me. All these gaming developers are saying, oh, you need the PlayStation 4K, we need the Neo, we can't develop this game the way we want it to. What the hell's Naughty Dog's excuse? Uncharted 4 is fantastic. It's stunning looking, and look at the way it runs. Naughty Dog, I don't know what they do over there at Naughty Dog. Oh, but they got definitely something going on. But that reminds me to my next segue, along with The Last Guardian. I cannot wait for The Last of Us 2. Can you at least just announce it? Tell us something about it. My game of the decade. If you watch my end of generation videos a couple years ago before the PS4 and Xbox One came out, I gave it my game of generation, console generation. I gave it one of my all-time top 20 games of all time. The Last of Us, The Last of Us, The Last of Us. So I would be really interested to see a sequel. Even if it's not shown, if it's announced, Pretty cool. There's supposed to be a Last of Us movie they're working on. Who knows? I know gaming movies is a big thing now. So we'll see what that's all about. But yeah, I'm mostly looking forward to the surprises, whatever they may be. And what's been leaking and floating around has my interest too. Let's see, what else? Are they working on is From Software working on a Bloodborne 2? I would imagine they are. or the next DLC for Dark Souls 3. Um, mostly what Bethesda's up to. Like I said, remasters, new Elder Scrolls. And I'm not talking about Elder Scrolls Online, I'm talking about a new Elder Scrolls. And of course, the Skyrim remaster would be nice. A God of War 4, come on. I mean, enough said. A new Twisted Metal would be cool. There's a lot of stuff coming out that I'm looking forward to. And I'm looking forward to covering E3 with you guys and giving you the coverage as I find out. I always call it the Christmas time for video gamers, It's a special time of year, and a lot of stuff gets leaked, and a lot of stuff gets shown in trailers and interviews. I love interviews. I find that stuff fascinating. I've always been the kind of guy where I could sit for an hour and watch an interview with a developer. I just find it fascinating. Yeah, and hopefully more stuff on PlayStation VR. What games are going to be adapted to PlayStation VR? What games are going to be coming out for it? Hopefully more footage of VR games. I'm looking forward to seeing Gran Turismo Sport. I know that's supposed to have VR in it. And with the delay of No Man's Sky, maybe some virtual reality footage? I don't know. That would be cool. So yeah, there's a lot of things E3 that I'm looking forward to. And that's a little bit of a sneak peek of what I'm waiting to hear about. So you'll definitely be hearing me tweet about it. And you'll definitely be seeing my reaction videos to that kind of stuff. Like I said, today I'm going to be watching the world premiere of Watch Dogs 2. I know Bungie's going to be having something for DLC for Destiny. Who knows? Maybe they'll show that off at E3, and maybe they'll announce that Destiny 2 is underway, which, I mean, we know it is. Zelda. That's what I'm waiting for. I mean, I know Nintendo's saying that they're not going to show anything off of the NX. It's just going to be strictly Zelda. Although now I'm hearing footage of Sun and Moon and this and that and the other thing. That's fine. I want to see Zelda, though. I want to see not a 1-minute playable thing. I want to see the game. What have you been working on? Come on. Whether it's on the Wii U or the NX, I want to see the damn thing. All right, enough is enough. And if they're saying that their E3 is going to be revolved around the new Zelda, then I want to see it. So I don't know if it's going to be playable at the Treehouse. I'm sure it will be. I would imagine. It's the only thing they're going to be doing this year. So the Big N has to bring it. And then I guess later on in the year, the next gaming convention or whatever, I guess we're going to hear more about the NX. So that's that. As far as E3, it's going to be a great next couple days. I hope you guys join me. It's going to be a lot of fun. Those are just some of the things that I'm interested in. There's a lot more. You'll have to wait and see my reactions when stuff is announced. Take care, everybody. Join me for E3. Follow me on Twitter at SeanMurrayNJ. And I'll see you again soon.